everybody. You're here with A2, aka Amateur Analysis, with me, M and
D,
where we give our very amateur analysis of games that we play. Now, let's just jump right up in this, shall we? Wow, we playing. Dum, dum, dum. Alright, let's go. Locked and loaded. Now, here we have which was supposed to be a sequel to Left 4 Dead, although I don't...
spiritual successor.
Could you explain what that is for the audience?
Basically, a game that's heavily based off of I guess it's a game heavily based off of another game. Kind of like, well, I say a game called Freedom Planet. Some people consider it a spiritual successor of Sonic the Hedgehog. Obviously, you can't use Sonic the Hedgehog, owned by Sega, but I guess a fan of it liked it so much they created a gameplay kind of off of it. That's a horrible explanation of it.
I agree. You lost me when you said Sega. I was like, wait, what does Sega have to do with this?
Okay, think of it like a game with very similar gameplay, or gameplay taking inspiration off.
I see. Now, I was a big fan of the Left 4 Dead series, more so the first one than the second one. I mean, I don't know, something about the first one really did it for me. The second one was good, but let's just say the characters didn't leave a mark on me.
But Ellison and Buddy Keith, they was all playing.
Okay, yes. Okay, I stand corrected, yes. Ellis was pretty cool. Dang, this guy is powerful. Okay, so apparently they got these little red markers on there that any gamer should know that that's probably the weak point, which you gotta aim for, but let's be honest, I'm at a bad position to be aiming for his head, and not to mention getting beat by this tar goo stuff. Anyway, now, you probably didn't see it because we had probably started before we recorded, but
technical difficulties.
Gosh, I am getting my can handed. It's like, gosh darn it. And now I'm trying to run from this guy. But anyway, they have something on here called corruption cards, where they will randomly select I guess you could say enemy power-ups that affect the way the game is played, or at least the round is played, unless you die or gosh. So that's where that spitter came from. Okay, and I'm about to kick the bucket. This is why I call it amateur analysis, because I suck at this. I am definitely an amateur. Darn it, nobody got a heal. Nobody got a heal for me. F all y'all. Okay, sorry. Those of you guys who watch Boondocks would know.
I noticed that unlike Left 4 Dead, this actually does have allow you to look down the sights, which I find interesting.
Oh yeah, Left 4 Dead didn't do that, did it?
No.
But you know what? I mean, Left 4 Dead kind of aimed at the people automatically. Dang, damn it.
Well, I'd say it might have aim assist on, but I don't think it was automatic.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you still have to get them in the crosshairs. And if you crouch, the crosshairs did go and shrink to give you better accuracy.
Oh, okay. This looks like an ambulance. Shouldn't it be able to open this up or something? Man, I seriously need some help. I'm about to die.
Speaking of Ellis and his buddy Keith, I realized that they don't really... It doesn't seem like they talk as much on here compared to Left 4 Dead as well.
Somebody pick me up. Pick me up. Well, actually, they talk quite a bit, but the conversations are more like just in-battle conversations. Like, one thing I did like about Left 4 Dead is like when you made certain milestones within the level, they would mention some funny stuff. Like, one of the scenes that I always thought was hilarious on the first Left 4 Dead was the scene where the Bill was like, zombie apocalypse. This is nothing compared to the zombie apocalypse of 1983. What, is my time up? Why'd you point? Oh, I'm sorry. I know I got a little too into it. What's going on?
No, I was just saying, camera's straight ahead. You keep looking at the other screen.
Ah, you're right. Sorry, audience. I'm still. We got the video on this screen, so I'm used to just. Crud. I'm used to just looking at that video.
The recording's not as choppy.
But, alright, so far I've been playing this for I don't know how many minutes. But, one thing I can say, I like...
6 minutes, 10 seconds.
I like the fire function they have on here. Okay, that's great. We don't need you to analyze the time. Thank you. One thing I can say is that I like the fact that when you pull the trigger, they do have some form of resistance depending on the gun. And when you're rapid firing, the trigger does try to, I guess you could say, fight back. Which is the weirdest thing to say, but I think that's pretty cool. But I also have some things I don't like about this, but we will talk about that later, because I am about to try to run through this real quick. And
what do you think of the look of it?
the look, how do I put this? The look, okay. I think their zombies do have a little bit more, I can't even say character, because it's like they do look a little bit more zombie-like, if you ask me, compared to the zombies on Left 4 Dead. The zombies on Left 4 Dead, they did look like zombies, but they just looked like dead. Well, or like pale people. But this really does make you feel like they've been burnt and falling apart. But consider how, oh man, did I drop my gun?
I think more of a Doom, what is it called? Doom 2016 feel.
Ah, you know what?
Like for the enemies.
Or maybe like some random. Now this would be a hidden passage, but I'm not going to no hidden passage today. Not today. Definitely not today. But I'm just, now that you mentioned that, I'm just looking at each zombie trying to see if they all look generically the same, or can you sort of tell them apart. Looks like
wearing a crop top.
Really? Oh my gosh, that guy. This guy tore me up last time. Run, run, run. Run, 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 run. Oh, we're tearing him up this time. We might actually kill this guy. New record! Oh, shoot. That's what happens when you get cocky. And when you stop... Oh, crud. I am so good I can't hand it. You know what? If this was expert mode, I'm pretty sure I would be dead by now.
Fun fact, did you know that so many people skipped recruit mode because everyone thought it was easy? That they went straight to, I think it's called veteran mode?
Really?
Thinking that was normal, when really they was all playing on hard mode. And then everyone started complaining to the company because they said the game was too hard.
Trivia I did not know. But hey, what can I say? Wow, wait, so they went to they skipped easy mode, which is recruit, and went to veteran mode.
everyone thought recruit mode was easy mode, so it's like, yeah, well, I'm not gonna play on easy. I'm playing on normal, especially since I'm an old Left 4 Dead player.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. The handling does feel a lot like Left 4 Dead, but it's some things that are a little bit. How should I say? I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't played Left 4 Dead in a while. It just still doesn't feel quite the same. Oh crud! And I'm about to die. Oh man. Yes, yes, yes. I'm about to die. If I can just make it to the safe house. Make it to the safe house. Bear traps. That. Oh,
So what do you think of the items?
The items.
You're only stuck with 2 guns for the most part. But what do you think of them?
You know what? How do I put this? They give you a lot of variety, but sometimes too much variety actually just makes the whole mother freaker decision. Gosh darn it. Okay, shelter. So it's shelter right there. I'm about to just run for it. Okay, and that's not shelter.
Anyone want this? Here, take this.
Did you open the door?
Okay.
Oh, shoot it.
Stab, stab, and stab. Okay. I'm sorry, teammates. This is survival of the fittest. Okay. What the freak? Okay, I thought somebody was in here. I'll just shut y'all out. Y'all come in eventually. Okay, so. Pass that to him. Alright, so I tried to clear it as quickly as possible for an amateur. Okay. So, it does feel a lot like Left 4 Dead, but there are some things that kind of takes away from it. What should I say? You have too much variety, which in all honesty you end up picking up frag, grenades, smoke grenades, freaking bear traps. Come on, bear traps. It's a zombie apocalypse. Unless you're trying to capture somebody, why would you lay a freaking bear trap?
Well, it might have some use. We didn't use it.
You're right. I didn't use it, but I mean, I just if you're running like how I was trying to basically make it to the safe house, you're not going to put a bear trap down. It definitely won't put a dent into that big guy who's just whacking me all over. These are the corruption cards that we were talking about previously. Each one tends to be different. Sometimes there are cards that help enhance your character that you can keep, but most time corruption cards tends to well, just adds an interesting aspect to the round, as they say.
Shelter at Fort Hope, but you need to hurry. We need to stop written access across the Kanawha River.
You about to try to run through it?
Yeah, I'll see.
Oh,
I can run through it.
Oh no, I wasn't putting you on a challenge. I just thought because you just took off running, I was like, oh, he about to run through it. I only left you 2 bullets, by the way. Have fun. Wow. If you seriously succeed in running through this, I'm gonna be like really ticked off.
That's far. I do see what you mean about the gun, about the trigger. Also notice, it seems like this could be just a feature of the PS5, but the whole controller doesn't vibrate when I fire the trigger. Only the left side, right side, trigger button.
So what you think? Do you like that aspect or not?
You know, yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I'm still undecided on that. It's definitely interesting though. Okay, so looking at the zombies, I will agree that they did try to put them on different clothes or whatnot to at least make them appear to be different, although overall the look tends to be the same. You don't see any with hair. They all tend to look like bald-headed, glowing-eyed creatures running at you. At least the ones that we're seeing on this level. I mean, like, could change up. Don't know. Whoa.
Oh, you left me with no grenades or anything, did you?
I never used a grenade.
You never picked any up.
You're right. I was.
Oh no, never mind. You did.
Oh, dang. Next time I'll make sure not to leave any.
Graphics is one of those things. It seems like it's kind of pale. I kind of hate how colors don't stand out too much besides the zombie's eyes. I guess they tried to make that as an art design.
Well, I guess in a way that at least it lets you know when something's coming at you from far away, but they also keep that whole foggy gloom thing. You know what? I know this sounds crazy, but it would be nice to actually see a level where it's like nice, sunshiny out there, and you're just killing zombies, like kind of like that old Smash Brothers, me and you and me. No matter how. Okay, I guess you don't like that.
Well, I mean, I know what you're talking about.
Now, as far as the background go, they tried to add some detail, but the detail to me is, I mean, it's kind of basic stuff. Although, me personally,
My teammate, I shot her.
oh man, shoot, I shot so many of them last time. It wasn't funny. Don't anybody be on the team with me, because you are definitely going to catch yourself on the other end of my gun.
I thought I would have beat it so much faster, but I have to wait for the sand to finish. Never mind, I'm good.
Now, one thing I kind of wish that they would have in the game, although I guess I'll be asking for too much detail, is an actual game that when you shoot stuff, it actually does get destroyed, not just get somewhat ruined but can't be broke. I know it's asking much for a highly interactive background. Just think that would give it some in-depth. Who knows, it might even actually be... Okay, what's that, a zombie that's not moving at... Oh my gosh, you cleared it that quick? What the freak? Man, okay, I'm pissed. Okay, so...
It's only 7 minutes.
Let's just cut it here. So, what's your opinion? And you're not even in the camera. Dude, get in the camera. What's your opinion?
Well, I don't think, even though it kind of touted it as the spiritual successor of Left 4 Dead, I want to say we should probably go and rate it on its own merits, so maybe not comparing it to Left 4 Dead or anything. I think it could be a good, fun game to play with friends, maybe online with the right people. Everyone has mics.
So out of a rating scale of 5, what would you give it?
Yeah, I'll say it's a little bit more than average for me. You guys didn't see me play along, but I played it for a few times before this. I'll give it a 3.72.
Wow.
Yeah, just try. So if you said you did the whole 5-point rating.
Well, you know, I would give it a 3. The reason why is because, don't get me wrong, I do like a good zombie shooting game, but I feel like all the stuff they added made it a bit convoluted. You got the corruption cards, and although we didn't get a chance to use it, you have deck cards that you can use for yourself and your teammates, which is supposed to tip the favors in your odds, and then just all the...
You still said that reverse?
Huh?
Nothing.
I said it in reverse?
Yeah.
Oh, well, my mistake. Hey, like I said, this is amateur analysis here, okay? It's literally amateurs analyzing games. Gosh. But, yeah, it seems to me it would have been okay if they didn't try to make it so much more complex. Just a little simple, maybe added you know, even the characters each character has their own ability, and it's like, gosh, I know, I mean, I guess for each person, it's me sometimes because I don't have a lot of time to play games like I used to. good old simple shooters with like, I do like the corruption cards, but anyway, I feel like I'm rambling. Get it yourself, play it, and let us know what you think. Alright, till next time, this is M.
D.
What should I say?
Signing
Signing off.